Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Yeah. Let me get some woos. Where are my woo girls at? Hell yeah. Good to be here. This is my first time doing stand-up where there's been a real stage, so check that off my list. Pumped about that. This is lovely. Love it. Cool vibes. Let's see, I was thinking about, I don't know why I was even thinking about this recently, but VeggieTales is a pretty weird show for kids when you think about it. It combines two things that we all know kids love. The Torah and broccoli. Right? That's all right up their alley. Yeah. A lot of my friends are transitioning now. I watched The Sopranos, and I was thinking how Tony Soprano would, react if someone in his crew is transitioning. Oh, trans what? Don't get your gender fluids on me, pal. I do a lot of archery, and I was thinking, a lot of people don't really have a real reason for a service animal, they just bring it on the fucking plane anyway. And I was thinking, I'm just gonna start bringing my bow on the plane and just calling it my service animal. Just, it's my emotional support animal. Let's see. I've noticed on TV, it's kind of weird, in the 70s, 80s, early 90s, they mainly will just show, in nude scenes, they just will show, butts. But then, or mainly, boobs, sorry. And then when it got to, the 90s, late 90s, and then 2000s on, it transitioned more to butts. Which is, I don't know who's in charge of that or how it happened, but it's just kind of interesting to me culturally. So I'm a scholar, let's see. Yep. Okay, I have a friend who, anybody know, a guy who has just kids and he should not have had kids? So, yeah, my buddy just had a second kid, and 2 different moms. Yeah, so I was listening to Nas, and I was, thinking about, his version of Life's a Bitch and Then You Die. That would be life's a bitch and then you die, that's why we get high and avoid child support. Yeah. He's got to get it together. I think Hindu weddings are pretty sweet. White horses rule. They ride in on a white horse. I want to go to one and just take the, just go for a lap or 2 on the white horse. You were hogging it. It's my turn. Let's see. I think read your book is kind of a weird expression. People will be read your book, especially in the South, and it's first off, which book? There's so many books. Also, wouldn't it be our book? It's not even grammatically correct. It wouldn't be your book. It would be, if you're telling people to read it, it would be read our book, right? I don't know. I was thinking about, what about, Star Wars, right? Most of the Sith are pretty angry, and but what about a Sith that isn't? He's just in it for the great health plan and retirement package. Because think about it, they're all ridiculously old, so they must have pretty good benefits and pension and stuff worked out. There has to be one Sith who's just there for it's just got really good benefits. I'm not even evil, the health plan is really good. The Death Star, the Death Star HMO is just killer. Let's see. I think, I used to play pranks a lot. Was anyone kind of a goofy kid? I don't know, maybe this is why I do stand-up, because I used to do a lot of pranks as a kid. And I think I get a lot of that from my grandpa. He would do pranks too. And what my favorite was, I lived near a golf course, and I would sneak onto it and switch out golf course, like golf balls with these exploding powder ones. People would line up for a shot, you hit it, and just explodes into mist. They're just really angry looking around. that was really entertaining for me as an 11-year-old. I got a lot out of that. Yeah, one thing I liked that my grandfather would do a lot is pretty much everyone in my family is lactose intolerant, but like him and his side of the family. So he would always like tell us at dinner, like, you guys want to get ice cream? And we just knew we couldn't eat it, just rubbing it in. Yeah. Did you guys see Oppenheimer? Anybody see Barbie? Yeah? My girlfriend made me see Barbie. It was okay. I mean, it was better than expected, but I feel like if you didn't see Barbie or Oppenheimer, like, did you do anything this week? Yeah. And, let's see. Oh yeah, one of the pranks that I did that I'm most proud of was in high school. I went to kind of a bougie high school. They delivered sushi there on Fridays. And one of the kids that I went to school with had never had sushi before. And so he thought the wasabi that was near it was candy. And he was like, can I have that? I was like, go ahead. Ate the whole thing. He just, vaulted the water fountain. That was, really funny. Good times. Anybody have a really terrible phone they need to trade in? Yeah, no? I definitely should. This is the last time I let someone else get the phone for me. My dad was like, yeah, I'll get it, I'll do the research and stuff. He was like, I'll go in, he goes in, he's like, give me the phone that's the least popular, that's the cheapest, and that doesn't sell at all. And then like 2 months later, he's like, yeah, it's so weird that your phone isn't good. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, you got me a shitty phone intentionally. Like, anyway, it's cool. Let's see. You ever bank a parent's mistake so that you can bring it up later when they get mad at you for something? That's something I do as a smart bad kid. Let's see. I was thinking also, like, stormtroopers suck at shooting. How have you conquered most of the galaxy if your aim just sucks? Like, it doesn't add up. How are they that bad at their job? Like, are they hourly or what? Also, if you think about the physics of blocking a blast with a lightsaber is just so impractical. Like, how often does a Jedi, go to block something and he just misses it? And then he just pretends that he didn't. He's like, no, I'm good, Padawan. We're good. I'm fine. Yeah. Because you got it's a tiny lightsaber. It's like a tiny beam, so it doesn't make any sense from a physics perspective. Anyway, anybody play Fortnite, Overwatch, Valorant, anything like that? No? Wow, all right, we got a bunch of cool people, no gamers here. So I am a nerd, and I play some video gamers. I do some games, and so I was thinking about if I had to assemble a Fortnite team or an Overwatch team, one of those squad games, but from presidents of the U.S. Who would I pick? So I was thinking I'd take Andrew Jackson, because everybody knows he was really tough. He had a bullet in his chest for 20 years, never got it removed. So you definitely want him on your team. And then probably Andrew Lincoln, or not Andrew Lincoln, oh my god. You know what I mean? And he was a famous, he won a lot of wrestling competitions in Illinois. Which separately, how funny would it be if Lincoln settled all of his disputes in the cabinet by wrestling matches? That would be awesome. He'd be like, wrestle me for it. Wrestle me for the South. Anyway, so you get Lincoln, right? You get Andrew Jackson. You get Grant, because Grant, despite being an alcoholic and obese, could ride a horse his whole life. So you get him on your team. And then you get FDR, because he's got tactics, and you can mount a machine gun to him, and he becomes a mobile mech unit, a kind of a little tank thing. And let's see, and then to round it out for the fifth, you go Teddy Roosevelt, because he was the Rough Riders. And yeah, he's a great fighter. So that would be my five. Let's see. What is it with movies being obsessed with water these days? Every movie that came out this year is just very showing a lot of water. I think it started with Shape of Water a couple years back, but now like the new Black Panther had a ton of that, a ton of water in it. Avatar sequel is all underwater. I don't know what our obsession is with the ocean. I think secretly we all want to go back there. Sort of the grass is greener thing. I don't know. But I don't really like the ocean personally. Actually, the ocean is cool. I just hate sand. How is it that sand can just still be like in your stuff, like, you know, an entire vacation later? That's unfair. That shouldn't be a thing. Anyway. Oh yeah, Anakin was right about that with sand. He also hated sand. Anakin from Star Wars. Another nerd fact. Oh yeah, anyone follow the NBA? Yeah? Okay, cool. So there's this guy, Jimmy Butler, where people are saying Michael Jordan might be his dad, which made me think, like, why didn't my mom hook up with MJ? Like, I would be in the NBA instead of telling jokes. You know, people can be so selfish sometimes. I can't believe she did this to me.
That's true.
Yeah, it's wild. People can be really selfish, whatever. Yeah. So I'm Jewish. I'm a member of the tribe, as they say. And, you know, so one thing I noticed that is interesting to me anyway is that a lot of hobos will be wearing like free Jewish swag. So like every once in a while I'll see like, I don't know, like a guy downtown wearing like a Camp Young Judea t-shirt. I'll just be like, what? How do you have like my summer camp like t-shirt? Like you didn't go there. It's wild. I wonder if, are like some Jewish places just giving it out as like a form of advertising? They're like, we'll skip the benches. You can just give these shirts right to the homeless. They sleep on the benches anyway. Let's just cut out the middleman. Hobo advertising, we'll call it. Speaking of Jews, there's only one Jewish character in Harry Potter, which is wild. One. Like, we're really there's just no other Jewish wizards okay. And the only one is named Anthony Goldstein, which like, how are you gonna do my man like that? Come on, Anthony like, you couldn't possibly have come up with a more Jewish name. The insult. And then the only other Jewish representation in the series is negative, i.e. the goblins. Like, we're supposed to believe those aren't, like, J.K. Rowling stereotyping Jewish people. Yeah, they're 3 foot tall, they're all bankers, they all wear glasses, like, it's not good, J.K. It's interesting she's just slid on that one. No one picked up on that, I don't think. But I don't know. Maybe the goblins will get her someday, who knows? Let's see. One more? Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah. Oh yeah, you guys like movies? Yeah, cool. I finally saw The Northman. That was super good, but I completely missed the point of it. It was supposed to be like a cautionary tale against revenge and maybe violence and stuff. And I was just like watching it for 3 hours thinking about how cool it'd be to have been alive when Vikings were around. I was just like, I missed the boat. Looks so cool, that movie. Anyway, felt like that with Avatar too. There are a lot of movies that are just like, God, this is so much cooler than life. What are you gonna do? Anyway, that's my time, folks. Thank you so much.